Struggle is not failure. Struggle means you're still in the fight. The only failure is when you lay down and give up or don't try in the first place. Failure is accepting someone else's definition of your worth or someone else's idea of what you should or should not be doing, what goals you can or cannot achieve, what accomplishments you're worthy of accomplishing. If you do not accept other people's definitions of yourself, limitations of your abilities, you have not failed. And if you keep going, there's a pretty good chance that you will succeed. What does success look like? That's another discussion, another part of this discussion, but you have to think it through. Because if you don't understand where you're going and what you want to be, you're still going to go somewhere and you're still going to be something. Are you going to be okay with it? So struggle is feeling pressure to accomplish something. It's the inherent stress and pressure. The stress and pressure that you will feel because you want to accomplish something. And the more you can define what you want to accomplish, make those things moderately difficult from a sports psychology research perspective, the massive mountaintop goals can actually be defeating. So even if you have these massive mountaintop goals, set moderately difficult goals on your way to that massive accomplishment. That's what's going to get you there. Moderately difficult goals are the most motivating goals. They're the things that set you on fire, that you can see progress toward, that you can make plan for, that you can review, and you can see progress along the way. If I just say I want to climb Mount Everest, that's a long route. But in order to accomplish the feat of climbing Mount Everest, there's actually like 6 base camps along the way. And so as long as I just take that next step, and that's my next goal is this one, on my way to this one, on my way to the mountaintop. But failure is not struggle. Failure is not being in debt. I use that specific example because I've been there before. When I was younger and I had a certain amount of debt and it felt insurmountable. And I ended up claiming bankruptcy, wiping the debt, trying to start over. The problem though was I didn't know how to manage my life at the time. I didn't have good examples of people who managed money and their relationships and their time and their goals, and I ran into a lot of problems. And so just because that debt was wiped away didn't mean that the behaviors and the mindset changed. And even that I don't consider a failure, because looking back on my progress, I used it as a lesson. It took a while to learn something from that lesson, but I took a lot from that lesson. And I'm trying to pass that on to other people. I've tried to educate my kids on, a good relationship with money, a good money mindset. Money's just a tool. Right? It's like your car. Don't worry about your car. It's just supposed to get you from here to there. But this idea that I'm not doing the things that other people are doing, so therefore I have failed, or I don't have fill in the blank. And I know social media is an easy one to pick on. It is a major contributing factor. This could be money, it could be the car, it could be the job. Even away from social media, you still see what other people are doing or what other people have accomplished. And I was thinking about doing another video this morning that I ended up stopping and switching to this one instead. And that video was about your only competition is in the mirror. that one's a little bit, that takes a little more thought, because I do appreciate some good competition. If I'm in the gym and I see somebody who, maybe is my age, my build, and they're doing things similar to me, I might compare myself, not in a negative way, but as a motivating way. Oh, well, look at they're doing. I want to go do that too. But the ultimate comparison is myself. The ultimate competition is myself. It has to be. The majority of us aren't competing for pro sports contracts, but a lot of us are competing for pay raises and promotions. But are you really competing against other people as much as you're competing against yourself? Sure, there's a standard of what they're looking for. You can compare yourself to what other people have done or what they're doing. But is it really what you want to do? You start comparing yourself to other people, you're going to start accepting their standards. You're going to start accepting their goals. And yeah, I could see from a certain perspective people might argue with me on this stance. But look at the core of what I'm talking about. It's you against you. That type of mentality is going to allow you to hold yourself accountable for your behaviors, for your mindset, for your attitude, and put more emphasis on what goals do I want to achieve, how do I get there, and along the way, what kind of character do I want to have, or what kind of character do I want to build, and over time, your comparison is simply you against you. Have I done the things that I said that I wanted to do in order to accomplish the things I said I want to accomplish? Last week, I put on social media that I want to lose weight. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I haven't done it. I've been fluctuating, 5 to 6 pounds, which is not uncommon, but if I wanted to lose 15 to 20 pounds, fluctuating for 4 months, clearly I'm not doing the right things. The weekend did not go as planned. I had a good Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm talking mainly the nutrition. My workouts have been pretty standard, pretty successful. My behavior for my workouts, for my fitness has been pretty good. It's the nutrition, it's the eating habits that I'm trying to dial in. I can maintain by having, that what my wife and I like to call it the 80-20 lifestyle. 80% of the time we're eating really good. And then another 20% of the time, I might have a cheeseburger. I might have some pizza. I might have a soda or an alcoholic drink. But that is not what's going to get me to drop 15 pounds in 6 weeks. If I want to achieve that goal, I have to stick to my plan, which I have said. I do have a plan. And if I do not achieve my goal, it is no one's responsibility but my own. Does not matter what my kids do, does not matter what my wife does. I told her about what I want to accomplish, and she's bought in. She always has been. I want to eat better. She said it herself. We want to eat better. Okay, great. Then let's do it. The issue comes, a week or two in. Are we following through on our behaviors? That's me in the mirror. I can't blame my wife because she, cooked up some fried chicken. If I don't communicate with her, if I don't set the standard, I can't blame her. There's no way I can blame her. Because her behavior is her responsibility. Whatever good or bad habits, healthy or unhealthy habits she might have, they are her responsibility. We can support each other. We can discuss it with each other. But if I'm loading up, even on a decent meal, I'm loading up and I'm eating too much of it, and she says, honey, you said portions, and I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm still gonna eat my 2 portions. Okay, well then that's my own fault. Where you find your motivation is one thing. If people running races, right? 5K, 10K, half-mile marathon, you've got times that you want to achieve for that race, and there's some comparison involved. Got it. But ultimately, it's still you and your behaviors, because I don't care what time you want to accomplish. If you didn't follow through on the behaviors and compete with yourself to follow through with the plan, with what you said you were going to do, you're not going to accomplish what you say you want to accomplish. I hope you're struggling at something right now. It means you're still in the arena. It still means you're in the fight. It means that there's some type of pressure, stress, adversity that's in your way, and that's going to allow you to grow with the right mindset, with the right attitude, with the right plan, and the behaviors that support what you want to accomplish. So I hope you go out and enjoy your struggle today.